When kids are in middle school, they often start to dream just very preliminarily about their dream school. They dream about the football games they'll go to, they'll dream about their dorm living, but no kid is ever dreaming about the part upcoming to it, the preparation, the tests. When I was 13 years old, I was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactive disorder inattentive type, or ADHD inattentive type. Prior to my diagnosis, I knew what ADHD was, just very basically. I sort of knew that it was something that made it hard to focus, and to me that meant it only happened in school. I went to a Montessori school and I'm a pretty hard worker, so I was kind of shocked when I got my diagnosis, but it turns out that most of my struggles were at home. I would always get distracted by random things, and I would always get up and walk around from the dinner table, and it really made my mom crazy because she was always nagging me about random things that should be just done normally, but it was because of my ADHD. Being 13 years old and just being recently diagnosed with ADHD, I was just starting that transition into high school. And I'm not going to say high school was easy, but at least through freshman year, I was pretty able to get my homework done and to have decent grades. Sophomore year was a bit harder, but again, I was able to manage. But junior year was the big year. Junior year, the schoolwork picks up the most, you have the most responsibility, and most importantly, you have your College Board tests, your ACT, SAT, and your AP exams. With that in mind, I thought I should apply for accommodations for these tests to help me reach my full potential. It wasn't until I got my letter back from the College Board saying they had denied my request for accommodations on the ACT that I'd felt what it was like to be a student with ADHD. I'm really lucky that my family has always been super supportive of me and given me what I needed. And this was really the first time that I have been denied something that I thought I needed. I was devastated. It felt like I ran headfirst into a wall. I felt helpless, but I knew there had to be a way to get the help that I needed. That being said, there was only one way to do this, and that was to prove to the College Board that I needed these accommodations, and that was no easy task. I had to outline all the supports I needed and make a case for myself. I did this by drafting a letter to the College Board appealing for my accommodations. It was really hard to put myself out there first, and I felt really exposed at the time. The hardest part about writing this letter was thinking introspectively and figuring out what it meant for me to have ADHD. Prior to writing this letter, the extent of my knowledge of my ADHD was that I had it and that I took medication for it. Writing the letter and picking apart that term ADHD and what it meant for me, I learned two things. The first part being more specific, I learned that although I'm a student with ADHD, my ADHD will not cap my potential. The second thing I learned is a universal life lesson. I learned that
closed mouths
don't get fed.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Closed mouths
don't get fed.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
If you need something, advocate for yourself.
Days on a wire, I watch you and I think about the